media platforms. We're getting into a business update segment this morning. Now, Bringo Fresh started in Uganda at a food market filled with fruits and vegetables that were poorly handled and in filthy conditions. Now, over 30% of fresh produce in Uganda is wasted before leaving the farm. This results into scarcity and increasing food prices. Determined to end the food wastage and put a smile on the face of smallholder farmers, we get to talk about this and this particular amazing farm company that is making sure that the farmers, yes, don't lose out on their produce, and also you get to get fresh groceries every single day, of course, in your home states. Now, to have that conversation, I'm joined by the PRO of Bringo Fresh, Miss Lysandra Iduso. Thank you so much for making time and welcome to Morning at NTV.
Thank you, Mala.
You're welcome. Bringo Fresh, it's amazing and worrying at the same time to see this particular, kind of statistics. 3 million tons of food is wasted annually in Uganda.
Yeah, and that's just on the farm. That's before it even reaches the marketplace. And this is a big issue, not only in Uganda, but worldwide. So that is why it's part of the UN Development Goals to have the 30% of fresh food wasted per year. That is 1.3 billion tons. They plan to halve it by 2030.
By 2030.
Yeah.
Let me ask you this, because, Uganda is an agricultural country.
Yes,
and the majority of us are actually employed in the farming sector.
That's right.
What exactly happens? Is it the post-harvest handling that is poor and wanting? Why do we have over 3 million tons of food wasted annually?
Well, post-harvest handling is one of the issues, but that usually is geared towards grains and things that can actually be, stored for long periods of time. But when you have a tomato farmer and he has 2 acres, what's he going to do if he doesn't have market for all the 2 acres of tomatoes? They're going to stay on the farm. Some of them are going to rot. That produces methane gas. It feeds back into the climate issues. And then the rest of the food is going to be sold at a very, very low price. The rest of the produce at a low price. And maybe just half of what he grows is going to sell at the market price that he wishes it to sell at. So that's one of the issues that Bringo Fresh addresses. It's the biggest one, actually. And we go directly to the farmers. We have a list of over 40,000 farmers right now in Uganda, across the country. And they grow everything from coffee to carrots and even herbs.
So how do you get to help them out? Because if that's the post-handling bit is the key issue, of course, that is making them lose out on quite, a huge chunk of their harvest, then how do you come in there to help them out? What are your models?
Okay, so what Bringo Fresh does, we have a B2B and a B2C.
Okay.
So the B2B, we go directly to the farm, we pick up the produce. We pay the farmer directly and immediately, so he can realize, some value in this.
So you buy in large scale?
Yes, we do.
Okay.
Large and small, because we're out there every day. We buy what they have according to their schedules, the seasons, etc. So after buying, we take it directly to the market. Most of it gets sold that way. We have our market vendors. We have our network there. It's working smoothly and it's growing every day.
So if I'm a farmer and I'm connected to Bringo Fresh, you get the produce from me.
Yes.
I sell it to you.
Yes.
So you take up that burden of taking that produce to the market.
Yes.
Whether people buy from you or not, the loss is on your side.
Yeah, but we haven't made losses yet. And we don't plan to.
Okay.
We don't plan to. So the B2C side is the most exciting side for me, because B2B is plain straightforward. But the B2C side is very exciting because we have the mobile app and we have the website. And it's really robust. You can get anything from a head of cabbage to basil. You can get meat, you can get dairy products. We have Jessa on board now. Fresh Dairy is also on board. We have fresh baked bread from Cavelli. So you can basically get everything you need that is good and healthy and fresh. And we deliver, we box it up really beautifully. If you have meat, we have ice packs in there. Everything is well done. The box is also recyclable, and you can use those ice packs in your fridge, and to keep other things cold. Your juice at work, etc. Basically, everything is reusable and recyclable, and we deliver directly to your house or your office.
All right. So we have the B2B model,
Yes.
Where you get the produce, take it to the market, take up all the risks from the farmers.
Yes.
The B2C, where we upload the app and we get to purchase from you guys.
Correct.
Me, who is
Yes. You're here in the
a
office,
homemaker,
very busy, and
Right.
you realize, oh my, I need bread, milk, I need tomatoes, onions at home. Just go on the website, order everything.
Okay.
Tell us where your home is, we'll deliver there.
Final question on B2B. You're saying that you get this produce from the farmers, you take it to the market. What markets are we looking at, and what you actually say that you have not made any losses yet, no waste yet.
Yeah.
So what are your tricks and trade secrets, so to speak, with regards to making it right in the market, and what are these markets we're looking at?
Okay, well, we have vendors in various markets across town, Nakasero, Nakawa, all over the place. Right now we're in the workings of signing up some more markets, because there's some markets that are together, like they have a union type of thing. So we're getting more and more inroads as days go by. Yeah.
So you get your own. And what's your pricing like? Because I'm thinking,
the prices,
Bringo
yes.
looks this posh kind of, grocery company,
Right.
and of course you have costs with regards to having your partnership with the farmers, transporting this produce quick and fast, because perishable, beg your pardon, kind of food products, then getting to the normal markets,
Right.
where we all can access. You're talking of Nakasero, Nakawa,
Yeah.
So what are your pricing rates like, especially if you're selling to that mama mboga down there?
Right.
Yeah.
Well, prices B2B. We buy farm gate prices, yeah? So it's really low. So by the time they get them in the market, it's at market price, normal market price. They're not higher than any other person who brings fruits and vegetables from the village.
So you compete on that?
Yes.
Your pricing is equal?
Yes.
All right.
But because we have our farmers, I'm giving away trade secrets here. Because we have
Please do.
we have our farmers, they're registered, they're comfortable, they're happy with us. Then, it's easy to bargain when these guys, they pay on time, they pay as soon as they pick, those types of things.
So you're able to negotiate further,
Right.
and get...
Good prices,
Yeah.
the best prices.
Yeah.
We don't only pick vegetables and fruits from them. We visit them. We find out what they use for fertilizer, what they use for pesticides. Most of our farmers are organic.
Okay.
We have people in Kayunga growing organic avocados, organic pineapples. It's really beautiful.
Okay.
So we support them in so many other ways than just buying food from them. Yeah.
All right. And then after they sell, then at least it becomes an ecosystem of its own, where it sustains itself.
True that.
Let's go to B2C. With B2C, it's interesting to see that we buy food in the home, home setup. Most of the homes actually purchase food or buy groceries every single week.
True.
And 20% of that is wasted.
It's
Either
wasted.
it gets stale, or somehow we just don't handle it well. Storage and stuff like that becomes an issue. Why does that happen? Is it that we don't store well? Is it that we don't handle well? Is it that we're careless? What exactly happened? 20% of what you buy every single week is a big, kind of loss.
Yeah, and Bring Fresh has come in to kind of mitigate this loss.
How?
We have, first of all, we have a very active social media platforms. We have very, very active platforms. So we give a lot of hints and tips on how to, curb the wastage in your house. And then the other thing is, if you buy, let me just go back to tomatoes because it's one of the most common things. But if you go back to tomatoes, when you buy them in the market, by the time you get to them, they've stayed a couple of days, they're not so fresh, etc. But if you buy from the website, we're taking them from the farm into your box and into your house. So you find that, and they're also packaged separately. You find that when you have them packaged separately, they last longer in the crisper, and then also something fresh from the garden will last a longer time. So when you see the quality of the tomatoes, of the green peppers and everything, it's really top notch. It's as if you went to your own home garden and picked it from the garden. And you have tomatoes lasting 2 weeks in your fridge.
Yeah.
So the problem with people who go to the market mostly, and I'm telling you because tomorrow is Saturday, a lot of people are gearing up to go and wrestle in the mud.
It's market day.
It's market day, and it rained all morning, so
Yeah.
the market is a hot mess. Just go on the website and order your fruits and your veg, and it will be delivered directly
What's
to
your
your home
value
or office.
proposition? What's your value proposition? Because someone would look at Bringo, the branding looks all, bougie,
Yeah.
and think like, okay, fine, I'd rather just hassle it out even if it's raining. Let me just go to the
Yes,
market, purchase my
yes.
produce, as opposed to getting on your app or online and purchasing from Bringo. What's your value proposition?
Well, a lot of people think that when they see the branding, that it's excellent, it's world class. When you go to the website and you see the way we brand everything, it's fantastic. Even when you receive the packaging, they think, oh my, these guys must be expensive.
Yeah.
But we're not expensive. We actually sell everything at market price, and everything, all of the prices are on the website. So if you're buying a bunch of bananas, the price is there. And if you go to the market, that is the price.
For example, a bunch of bananas.
Yes.
Now that you've mentioned it, how much is that from Bringo?
Well, anything from 2.5 to 3.5.
You're kidding.
I'm serious. So if you go on now, you'll probably see the large ones are 3.5, and that's the same price in the market.
Lysandra,
So-
are you telling the truth?
Yeah, I'm serious. Go on the site. www.
Then how does Bringo make its money? Because I'm thinking you are promoting your services because of the free delivery thing within Kampala. You're telling me that your produce and produce from the market pretty much are competing on the price level.
Yes, we
so
are.
how do you make your money?
We take care of our farmers. That's how we do it. We take care of
Tell
our
me
farmers.
more about that.
Yeah. So a farmer will prefer you if you're with them on the journey. There are a lot of people who come to the farm gate knocking, and they have, some people even buy on credit. We give them money straight up. We care about their journey. We stay in contact with them as we stay in contact with our customers as well. So it's easy for us to bargain and get better prices. And we can do this seasonal, we can do it out of season, so that people can get the best price at the end.
Okay, and these
Yeah.
are farmers from the different regions within the country?
Yes, and we
Okay.
have little farmer groups, and we have heads of the groups, and this is how we work.
So it's a community of smallholder farmers that
Yes.
are under Bringo.
Yes, and it keeps growing because we keep adding other farmer groups.
Okay, so if you have a farmer watching us today, a smallholder farmer,
Yes.
how do they get to plug in, and what's the advantage they stand to get when working with Bringo?
Well, a lot of farmers have approached us. Some farmers can't come on because what they're growing, we have too many people on. But if they're watching and they're interested, all they have to do is go onto the website, get the contact details, and reach us. You can even send me a WhatsApp.
Okay.
The number's on the website.
All right,
Yeah.
so that's how to plug in.
Yes.
All right, so in terms of benefits, what do I stand to gain as a farmer when I'm under Bringo?
Well,
Over and above that relationship where you get an added advantage with your bargaining power, but what do I stand to gain?
Well, the first and most important thing you stand to gain is that you will have no wastage on your farm. We'll take care of you and make sure that everything you grow goes out. So season after season, I am guaranteed. It's almost as good as contract farming, but no, it's not contract farming. Yeah.
Okay, and also you're saying that you have communities of farmers, so you also help them with best practices in terms of farming?
Yes,
and
as far
how to
as
go
it
about
goes. As far as it goes, because sometimes you find the head of the farming community has a lot more knowledge than the other small scale people, because in Uganda we have this way we do things. When you see your neighbor doing something, you try it. Oh, they're growing strawberries now, let me try to grow strawberries, but you have no idea how they do it. So the people who are the heads of the farming groups have more knowledge about what grows well in the areas. So it's easy to access them through us.
Okay, all
Yeah.
right. Now, I'll ask you this, and please answer it because I know it's off the hook.
Okay.
Okay, so we have quite a number of companies that do what you do, offer delivery services for groceries and stuff like that. You've been in the market for roughly a year now, and you're
Yes.
doing amazingly well. What is it that you're doing that others are not doing?
There are very few people in the market doing what we do, and the people who are a bit successful at it are selling everything from the kitchen sink to the cars to they're selling everything plus groceries. If you specialize in one thing, this is a lesson like for almost anything in your life. If you specialize in one thing and improve it and keep scaling up, people will appreciate. and the word of mouth will spread, and your business will only grow. Yeah.
How is client relations? How has it played a role in your business growth?
Well, today we have about 90 repeat customers all the time.
90?
We know them, yes, and these are people that we always call. We know where they live. We know how many people live in their houses. We know their birthdays. So our client relations is excellent, and it will always be, because whoever comes in, is taught. We have systems, and keeps going.
There are big players in the space now. Okay, I won't mention names, but there's this particular, delivery company that is now, broadening its scope and now doing vegetables as well.
Yes.
But the feedback that is coming through, I'm also in consultancy, and the feedback that is coming through is that, well, you order on the website, get all the assurance that, hey, what I'm ordering for is fresh and, gonna, last me this much in the fridge or within my home.
Sure.
But when the package comes home, some of the produce is actually getting stale.
Yeah. It's basically that's because they buy from the market. And trying to make a profit, you're always trying to buy what is cheaper.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. So yes, there are many people out there. I mean, today we've counted up to 10 people who deliver fresh fruits and vegetables, but I think they haven't spent the amount of time we have perfecting the system. And they, entering into a business for the sake of making money, profits alone is not good enough in 2018, in 2019.
Yeah.
From all the way back from 2015, you can see the pushback from customers is huge. So just entering for the sake of making profits is not the way it goes anymore.
All right.
You have to have passion.
Right. So your differentiator, as we bring this to a wrap, is that you guys get your produce from the farmers directly.
Yes.
It's crisp, it's fresh,
yes.
and you bring it all the way now here to Kampala, and now the cycle continues.
Right.
How is your storage like? What are your storage styles like? Because you're dealing with groceries. The perishable window is this small. So how do you get it right?
Well, because we know most of our regular orders, we don't store for long.
Okay.
We have a full cold room. We are just now buying a refrigerated truck because we just won a grant from Germany, from Jumpstart 21.
Congratulations on that.
Yes,
Yeah.
so people believe in what we're doing. We also, we're part of the NTF4, running out of Innovation Village in Tinda, the International Trade Center. Those guys have actually, they're good for trainings, they're good for support, and they've selected us as one of the team of 3 who are going to Helsinki to pitch to investors and get even more grants. So yes, you have to have some passion with what you do.
Right.
Yeah.
And speak about it, talk about it as well.
Yeah,
all right.
everywhere you go.
So I'm sure it's not been all rosy as we've been having this conversation, not been all rosy. What are the key challenges that you faced as you've been doing business for the past 1 year?
Key challenges, number 1 would be getting funding.
Okay.
Yes, but
now it's getting better.
It's getting better. You join the groups, go for the trainings.
Apply for grants as well.
Apply for grants.
Yeah.
Go for all the pitches possible. Spread yourself out there. Talk to everyone, your family, your friends.
Okay. So funding
Funding
sorted
is
out
number
so far.
1.
All right.
It's not completely sorted. We're still looking for more.
Okay.
But we're eternally grateful for what has happened, And another challenge is actually going to the grassroots. Having the resources to go to the grassroots, and also the human resource element is a challenge for startups always.
Yeah.
Because you have very little money and you need professionals.
Right.
So
and the retention rate is
yes
tricky to balance out. Yeah.
It is. So you need groups. You need people to help you out. People like NTF4. They support.
Okay.
We have such a huge support system helping us to answer our questions, get help from other people, get advice.
So what I'm getting from you is that how to go beyond your challenges is collaborations.
Exactly.
Critical.
Yeah.
All right. Last question this morning. 20% of what we buy every single week in our households gets down to wastage. It's actually wasted.
Yeah.
How do we go about storing our fresh produce or fresh groceries, especially parsley? Talk of the leafy produce.
Right. Those are
because you put in the fridge and they freeze out.
Done.
Yeah.
So first things first, when you get them from Bringo, they're individually wrapped.
Okay.
And they come in Ziplocs. So the Ziplocs are also reusable. So if you buy your fruit and veg and you pack them individually in plastics, you put them in the fridge, they'll last longer because they're separated. There's certain fruits and veg that don't rhyme together. You can't put avocados with bananas. They'll ripen so fast. So, you know, do a little bit of study, do a little bit of, you know, hit and miss research, and you'll see that some vegetables don't go with some fruits. Then, of course, buy what you need.
Buy what you need.
Yes. Just because it's cheap
I think you need to tell us that again. Buy what you need. I buy too much.
Yes.
Thank you so much, Lysandra, for coming through. Like you said, people can download your app. Can also get you on the website.
Bringofresh.com.
Okay.
Yes.
All right. And for the farmers now, they have the platform where they can actually contact you as well.
Yes.
All right. Thank you so much, Lysandra Iduso, PRO Bringo Fresh. We wish you all the best.
Thank you.
Especially with the upcoming pitch for investors.
Yes.
All right. Okay. That's it for business updates this morning. At this point in time, we are running out of time, and that means that I have to say goodbye from myself, Malaki Villa Odera, and Romeo Busiku, but we'll be leaving you with this amazing event that is happening, of course, today. And Mr. Charles Boji, of course, is on standby to give us more with regards to what is about to happen this morning.